People are going through quite intense times right now. I mean, we know of many people in our community that are having crises. And so things are coming to a head in a very dramatic way.
And what is happening is a forced evolution. You know, we've been speaking for a long time that we're existing in a new era. We're existing in a new age. The frequencies of the world in which we now reside have transformed significantly over what they once were. And so the reality that we perceive is not quite the true reality that exists. We're swimming in higher and finer frequencies, and a poetic way of saying it is that the ceiling has lifted. And so there is no limit to what we can experience and how we can embody the true light that we are. And so that's representative of what this new dimension is, this new era is in which we reside. And we've been speaking about that for a long time. And we've also been talking about how humanity is being impacted by these energies that are seemingly coming from the outer reaches of the universe, but actually are also rising from within each one of us. We're being impacted in order to free ourselves of all of the wounds that have remained within us unresolved, all of the beliefs that we have formed around these wounds, and all of the patterns or behaviors that we have adopted as a result of this. And it is this disentangling process that is the journey of what it means to resolve that which once was from our past and integrate all of the wisdom that we've gained from it so that we can embody the greater reality of who we are. The impact, however, of the energies now is that it is almost bringing everything to a head.
People are going through quite intense times right now. I mean, we know of many people in our community that are having crises. And so things are coming to a head in a very dramatic way. So I wanted to talk about this because I wanted to bring a sense of peace, a sense of it's not that your lives are blowing up for no reason, that things are dramatically coming to an end, or you're really, really struggling. There is reason behind this, and it's all part of this awakening and expansion process.
And what is happening is a forced evolution. It is an evolution of humanity that has been intended since the very beginning of time on this realm, right? When this realm was created, it was created with a great purpose and intention. And it was seeded over time with higher and higher consciousnesses that have chosen to be able to come forward and experience what it is to be in the physical, to be conscious of their divinity, and to create individually from that place, individually and collectively. So this idea of paradise, this idea of Shambhala, this idea of the promised land, this idea of an Eden, of the kingdom come, all of this has been seeded into our traditions in various different ways. But it is all speaking to this new era, this new age in which we have now entered. You know, I say this often. So many traditions have spoken of it, ancient traditions, whether the Vedic tradition or the Mayan tradition, even in the biblical traditions, it has been spoken of, as I just referenced. And then even our modern day astrology acknowledges that we have moved into a new age. And this is what we are speaking of. And we are only beginning to see the impact of this shift in the world around us. But if you were to look closely, you would see it. And some people are not quite seeing things clearly. They're seeing that which comes in the name of light as representing darkness. But the reality is that in whatever form, the energies of the divine, and largely guided, very largely guided by the divine feminine aspect of the whole, these forces are doing whatever is needed to catalyze change, to catalyze an awakening.